Ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels, trying to build good habits, maybe break some bad ones, but relying on willpower, and it just runs out?
Happens to everyone, right? That willpower muscle gets tired.
Totally. So today on the Deep Dive, we're getting into James Clear's Atomic Habits, really digging into it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic book.
Our mission is basically to pull out the core mechanics for you, how tiny changes can actually make a huge difference.
Whether you want to build something new, ditch something old, or just, get that famous 1% better every day.
And it's not just about trying harder, is it?
No, not at all. It's more about understanding the underlying psychology, the environment. It's about setting things up so change is easier.
Getting those aha moments.
Exactly. Connecting those little daily things to, well, real sustainable growth.
Okay, so let's jump into that. Clear has this killer line. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems.
That hits hard, doesn't it? It shifts the whole focus.
It really does. And then the math. That 1% improvement daily adds up to being, nearly 37 times better in a year.
Yeah, the power of compounding. It feels counterintuitive.
It makes you wonder, why isn't everyone just doing this simple thing?
Well, I think we're often wired to chase the big win, the outcome. We forget about optimizing the process.
Right, we focus on the goal, not the getting there.
Exactly. But shifting to build solid, repeatable systems, that's how you get progress that actually lasts. It's about setting up your environment, your routines.
So success is almost inevitable, rather than relying on feeling motivated.
Which makes you think, what systems do you already have? Maybe even ones you don't realize.
Good question. And then there's this other layer Clear talks about, identity.
Oh yeah, identity-based habits. That's crucial.
It's not just, I want to achieve X, it's asking, who do I want to become?
Right. Like, don't just aim to write more. Aim to be a writer.
Or be a healthy person, not just get fit. It's a shift in how you see yourself.
And that's why it sticks. When your actions line up with who you believe you are, there's way less internal fighting.
Less friction.
Yeah. The challenge is starting to believe that new identity when, your current actions don't match yet. But once the habits reinforce the identity,
it becomes less about forcing it and more about just being that person.
Exactly.
Okay, so we get identity, we get systems over goals. How do we actually do it? What's the practical framework?
Right, that's where the habit loop comes in. The cue, craving, response, reward cycle. Understanding that is step one.
And then Clear builds on that with his 4 laws for good habits. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, make it satisfying.
And these are super actionable. Make it obvious isn't just putting your running shoes by the door, though that helps. It's also like setting reminders, planning ahead, reducing the mental effort.
Making it easy to start.
Exactly. Make it attractive. Could be temptation bundling.
Yeah.
Pairing something you need to do with something you want to do.
Like only listening to your favorite podcast while you exercise.
Perfect example. Then make it easy. The famous 2-minute rule. Can you start the habit in under 2 minutes?
Just floss 1 tooth. Just put on your running shoes.
Lowers the barrier. And make it satisfying. That's about immediate reward. Tracking your habit, maybe putting a big X on a calendar, making progress visible.
Okay, that makes sense for building good habits. But what about the ones we want to get rid of?
You just flip the laws.
So make it invisible, make it unattractive, make it hard, make it unsatisfying.
Exactly. And this really highlights how much our environment dictates our behavior, sometimes more than willpower.
So hiding the junk food actually works.
It often does. Or making it unattractive, think about the negative consequences. Making it hard, add friction. Log out of apps, put the phone in another room.
Remove the cue, break the chain.
Precisely. Dismantle the habit before it even gets going.
Which ties back to that idea of systems beating motivation.
Absolutely. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline is tough to maintain 200%.
But a good system just works in the background. Makes the good choice the easy choice.
Clear says, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent.
And the system provides that consistency.
That's key. Even on off days, when you feel zero motivation, the system carries you. You've engineered things, so success is the path of least resistance.
So wrapping this up, the big message from Atomic Habits isn't about making huge leaps.
No, it's the opposite. It's the small stuff. Tiny atomic shifts.
Repeated daily, consistently, in the right direction.
That's how you build momentum. Tiny habits lead to a stronger identity.
And that creates real, lasting change. A better version of you, built step by step.
So here's something to think about this week. Pick one small thing. How could you tweak your environment just slightly?
To make a good habit obvious, attractive, easy, or satisfying.
Or, flip side, make a bad habit invisible, unattractive, hard, or unsatisfying. Just one tiny change.
See what happens.
Yeah, just try it. Apply one principle and notice the effect. It might surprise you.